Hello
Hi.
to everyone.
Hello.
Status and seeing here. As I'm sharing my screen, super. I think you should be seeing that.
We can. So
Also,
good luck.
yeah, thank you. Hi everyone. I'm Evan. I'm the CEO of Ocyan, and we are solving the EU financial exclusion of EU expats. Now, what does this mean? I'm sure many of you that are actually looking, maybe you are not an expert, although there's high probability that you are, but you definitely know one, and you definitely know all the struggles and the social hacks that they had to go through the first 2 to 3 years of their life in order to be onboarded into the mainstream economy when they are moving from one European country and they are just going to another for many reasons. This gap in the market of 2 to 3 years until they go into the mainstream economy, it creates a huge financial loss between the country that they emigrate from and the country that they are going from. Local bureaus, local banks cannot offer them the right credit offers, insurances, and financial products that they would be able to get otherwise. The way that we are solving this is pretty much by offering a network that integrates the financial data from the country that they emigrate from and to the financial institutions that they are just going to in a very pretty much during as a backfill information during their KYC process. And the way that we are going into the market is that we have identified that just by doing a 20% effort of integrating with only 4 countries, we are very much able to capitalize and gain the 80% of the total market of the 30 million people that are migrating every year. The way that we are, generating our hype is pretty much by, our initial hype is by going through, our recruitment agencies like Ateco that, they're migrating a lot of high skills, blue collar workers, and also through relocation package agencies that, that are, migrating a lot of, white collar workers. Our first beachhead market, we have already done the collaborations with, and we are already kickstarting it with very leading financial institutions is between UK and Spain. So this is already on track with already POCs from Germany and other European countries. If we manage to do that, we'll be owning 7% of a 24 billion market currently. The great thing about the team is not just we have been working a lot of years into this vertical, but we are pretty much experts of ourselves. So we know the market and we know the pains and we know how to solve it. So at the moment, we're a post-revenue company with already pre-seed investment from Telefonica and others, and now we are raising to scale our business development. So thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we can move to the questions. Are there any from our judges?
What is your revenue level as of today?
Yeah, definitely. So this is a very early stage new venture of our product. So Ocyan started as a very high tech company that it was just solving the financial integration problem, and this already has generated 400,000 pounds revenue so far.
What enterprise tools are you thinking about integrating with? When it comes to moving executives around the world, if I think of my old employer, there was executives flying all over the place, going from different countries and all that kind of stuff. What's your enterprise roadmap look like?
Yeah, definitely. So, the information that we need to source from, from the emigrated country is information like credit data, open banking data, tax data, and identity verification data. At the moment, we are sourcing this data from the UK emigrated population, so 450,000 people every year that are emigrating out of UK. They're going directly to UK, to EU, every financial institution not to make a decision about you and to rate you and to be immediately embedded into the mainstream economy, they just need this kind of information. So, as I said, in order to capitalize the 80% of the market, we don't really need to do a lot of integrations.
Thank you. Any other questions from our judges?
Maybe what would be the target? In the expat population, are you targeting more the executive side, so people who are moving a lot, but who are helped by their company and have quite big revenues, or is it on the other side those people who have to handle it by themselves?
Yeah, definitely. That's a very good question. So let me just go and use my backup slides here. So what is happening is that so we have identified that mainly high-skilled white and blue-collar workers are the main population that are heading the more here. Definitely, C levels are within our segmentation, but the majority of the population, it will be between 25 to 45 mainly years old people that they're fast moving between EU for many different reasons. Either they repatriate or they just going for a new opportunity, and those are the ones that they need immediately to be onboarded into the EU market.
So do you have plans to integrate into HR systems like SAP and work with global relocation companies like GE, so that your B2B to C is actually just B2B, and you've got a much bigger licensing opportunity?
Yeah, that's a good angle, to be honest. We don't think that we will be, as of now, the current strategy. I don't think it will be to be an embedded tool within SAPs or stuff like that, but definitely to work with on some kind of collaboration with agencies like Adecco, for example, that they do initiate this fast movement population. So definitely that.
We just gives you scale and guaranteed revenues. That's all, which you don't
Sorry?
get in a B2B to C model.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
It just gives you guaranteed revenue models, and it gives you instant scale, which you don't get in a B2B to C model.
Definitely. So this affects our vision that I'm very happy to share later on.
Okay,
Thank
please.
you, Evan.